Today, a federal judge heard arguments asking that new abortion laws in Arkansas be blocked before they would take effect at the end of the month.
But attorneys for the state told the judge that those laws are very clear and constitutional. Let's go to 4029's Brett Rains. He's the only local reporter from our area who was inside that courtroom today. Brett?
We're live outside the federal courthouse for the Eastern District of Arkansas here in Little Rock. Today, attorneys for the ACLU told the judge that those 4 new abortion laws could make it difficult, if not impossible, for women to get abortions. Now, the lawsuit filed on behalf of a Little Rock abortion doctor claims that women and doctors could suffer irreparable harm if the new laws are allowed to take effect. One attorney said in court that a rapist could have a say in what would happen to the unborn child of his victim. But a state representative we talked to who sponsored one of the bills said that's not true.
If you read the plain language of the statute, it clearly gives rights to those who have possibly sexually abused a woman who is seeking an abortion, because they have rights to how the fetal remains are going to be disposed of.
I would never vote for anything where a rapist has to be notified. I don't believe that a rapist has rights. I believe that we have to do what we can to protect unborn children.
Once a woman has decided to end her pregnancy, we need to respect that decision. It is hers to make with her family, her faith, and her doctor. It is not the place of politicians.
And the lawsuit is asking the federal judge to impose a restraining order to stop 3 of those laws from taking effect July 30th. Now, this afternoon, just before 5, the judge did not issue a ruling from the bench. Live in Little Rock, Brett Rains, 4029 News.